You see that red glow on the horizon? That's the glow of a brand new version, 1.2.6. Yeah, this version did quite a lot to improve how the world looks. There's biomes now, so as you probably see, this foliage is now a different colour to what it was. It's no longer bright green, it's all a bit more realistic. And of course this update adds clocks and biomes and a bunch of other stuff, and most excitingly of all, fishing. Yes sir, where would we be without fishing? The most exciting aspect ever added to this game. Thrilling. Anyway, we are of course going to visit the Nether as well. That's a thing that was added, I guess. Yeah, we're going to link up all of the various locations in our world with the Nether portals. I've got flint and steel in here. So where to build this thing? I think we're not really using the tower for anything right now, so I think that's where we're going to put our portal. Oh, I'd also like to bring some other stuff with me to do some experimenting, so we're going to need some dirt and some seeds and a hoe. Oh, also you can stack fishing rods even though they're damageable, so you can just sort of get rid of their damage. That's fun. And that doesn't get fixed until beta 1.6. Bit of an oversight. Anyway, let's build this portal. Yeah, I think this is a good place for it. You're gonna fit in the downstairs area. Oh, this place is it's got an odd-sized wall. Okay, never mind, we can't put it in here. That would be far too disruptive to my sense of order. I guess let's just plonk it somewhere out here. Well, I want it to be somewhere kind of safe. We're not doing much with the area behind the mob farm. Let's put it in here, actually. One thing back here that doesn't work anymore, as of this version, is this contraption here, which you might have seen. This is a wood duper. The idea is you put boats in the middle here, and it gets broken by all 4 lava sources. Now, in versions prior to 1.2, if you did that, it would count each source of damage as killing the boat, like individually, and you would get 4 times as many resources from the boat. So it was a way of duplicating wood, but it doesn't work anymore, so I'll get rid of this in a minute. But yeah, let's build this portal. I guess we'll just pop it over in the corner here. There's nothing down there important. Okay, let's go. Ooh, spooky. My Minecraft has crashed. Wonderful. I'll be right back. I've just relogged the game, and I'm back at spawn, and also all my controls have been reset. I'm not sure what's going on here. And all my items are missing. I'm not like, did I die? What happened? And why did it reset my controls? I did get a backup before I updated, so hopefully we haven't corrupted the world. The portal's still here, so I don't know what's going on. It did save after I built the portal. And it does seem to think I've died. So where are my items? Are they in the Nether? We're going to have the same problem. Entering the Nether. Yep, we crashed again. Okay, I need to go and look this up. Okay, so I couldn't find anything about this specific crash bug online, but I have managed to fix it. What I had to do in the end was go into my game's save files and just delete the Nether files. And now it seems to be working just fine. I've already been into the Nether. I forgot to record, or I didn't record properly, the screen size was wrong. But I haven't done much. I just torched up the local area. And I also dug up to the ceiling here, to the bedrock layer, because I wanted to test something out. So the world limit, the height limit in this version is 127. After release version 1.3, that was increased to 256, but the height of Nether wasn't changed, which meant you could now get onto the Nether roof and build stuff up there. We can't build up there in this version, but I was wondering if it was still possible to get up there. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it. So I do know one method for breaking bedrock, which is to place a dirt, hoe it, and then place a seed where the bedrock is, and that just deletes the bedrock. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way of getting the right camera angle to break the top layer of bedrock, so the top layer is up here. So like I can do this and I can hoe the dirt, but I can't, like there's no way to get that camera angle to place the seeds on top. And you can't just just place them on the side or here or anything, it doesn't work. So unfortunately that doesn't seem to be possible. And other than that, there really isn't much in the Nether in this version. There's just, you know, lots of ghasts you can hear. And also just a lot of lava and netherrack, and apart from that, not much. Its main function is to serve as a fast travel method, which we are going to do now. We're going to build portals between all of our overworld locations via the Nether. I've mined out most of this lava lake. A stack and a bit should be enough for now. Another thing added in this version, which is very convenient, is coordinates in the F3 menu. So we can now see where we are in the world. So the coordinates of this portal in the overworld are about x equals 310, z equals 7, which in the Nether is equivalent to about 38 on the x and about 0 on the z. Let's go and test that theory. We get those numbers by dividing everything by 8, of course. And yeah, that's about right. Good. So now we're going to go to all the other overworld locations and build portals at them. And then we'll go through the Nether and link them up. Here's spawn. Plonk a portal down on the beach here. And the coordinates are -194, 86. Oops, I dropped my pen. And here's the museum. (730 to 16). Dividing all those coordinates by 8, we get the Nether side coordinates, so we're going to start heading towards those now. Hello. Oh, come on, that got you. Oh, one hit. Apparently it doesn't one hit kill them in this version. Got him. Our first ghast kill. Okay, the museum portal needs to go right here. Let's see if that worked. Perfect. Now we just need to do the same thing for spawn. There we go. Back at spawn. Probably going to build some proper tunnels through the Nether at some point, but I'll do that off camera because it'll be fairly boring work. And now, our overworld transport routes are pretty much redundant because we can just go through the Nether. By the way, I've unfortunately realised that these farms we built last episode do not actually work. So, I mean, they work partially. You can grow plants in them, but when you try to harvest, the wheat gets harvested just fine, but the seeds do not. I have not received any seeds. This is not a renewable farm. So unfortunately it looks like we're going to be continuing to use our old farm after all. And these are all a bit useless. Nevertheless, an interesting experiment. No, I was going to do a funny bit where I blew up the wheat farms, but turns out all of my TNT was on me when that crash happened, and now I don't have any TNT. So, I guess we have to go and look for sand now. I need some sand, I need a lot of sand anyway, for the roof of the museum, which I guess we'll work on now. There's actually a funny little quirk in this version. If I dig sand normally, you can see it just goes at this regular speed like you'd expect, but if you time it super well, you can mine a bit faster. But it's exhausting and most of the time you miss, so it's not really so it's not really worth it. Physics. Here's regular mining. And here's, I looked it up, it's called click mining. much faster. But tiring. And hard to get right. Okay, I have some wood, lots of slabs, and lots of glass. This should be enough to get us started here at least. Time to build the roof. Hey look, they're holding bows now. They're holding them wrong, but it's an improvement, I guess. This building is going to be 22 meters tall, I believe. I'm not sure... I don't think that's the tallest building in the world so far. I think the Amnesty Tower is probably taller. Although actually, Fort Amnesty itself might be the tallest if you measure from the base of the courtyard. I've been a bit obsessed with tall buildings lately because my quarantine project, one of my quarantine projects, has been to try and cycle on my bike to the tallest building in every London borough. And some of them are what you'd expect, like the Shard is the tallest in Southwark, obviously. But there's a lot of much more interesting ones, like Heathrow Airport Control Tower is the tallest in Hillingdon. And Wembley Stadium is the tallest in Brent. Like, there's a lot of different kinds of buildings, which is kind of interesting. The most exciting of them all has been Edmonton's Solid Waste Incinerator. Can't beat that. Actually a very nice cycle ride though, it was along a canal. Very pleasant. A couple of days ago I was on an especially long leg of the journey, and the weather forecast lied to me. It said it was going to be overcast all day, but then it was bright sunshine. Got horribly sunburned. Got me looking like Greg Universe right now. Speaking of cartoons, as of recording, we're about 45 minutes away from the Comic-Con Adventure Time panel. I'm really excited for that. It's funny, like, I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con before. I went to London Comic-Con back in 2018, but that's pretty much my only experience of any convention. So it's interesting that this year, because they've had to hold it online because of the pandemic, like for the first time I actually get to see all these panels for free. It's crazy. I kind of hope it continues in some capacity into the future. Like, it would be cool if they had... I don't know if they already do this, they might already do this, but it would be cool if they had like a virtual pass. So even if you can't get to San Diego, you can still watch it online maybe. That would be cool. But yeah, I'm so excited for Obsidian. Cannot wait for that. Here's another bug that was fixed in 1.2.6. If you sneak... In previous versions, when you unsneak, it would have played all of the step sounds at once, like all in a long row. But they don't seem to have completely fixed the problem, because it still happens if you go down a slope like this. Like, listen. You see that? I got to the end. Hey look, it's me in real life. Skeletons, we may not always agree, but at least we can bond over our mutual aversion to direct sunlight. I wish creepers would burn though. Rest in peace. One step closer to a common understanding. I'm out of wood. Deforestation time. I'm back. It's a day later. The Comic-Con panel was amazing. Olivia Olson sang a new Marceline song, and there was a bunch of new information, and there was a new trailer for Infinity Train Book 3, so it's a pretty massive day for me. So what I love most... Okay, so... Alright, so Adventure Time spoilers. If you haven't seen Adventure Time, go watch it. It's an amazing show. Alright? I'm going to assume everyone has tabbed out, watched all 50 hours of Adventure Time, and then returned to this video. So, the thing I love most about the new song is how it's explicitly a love song to Princess Bubblegum. We've come so far even in, like, just the past couple of years since the finale. Like, sure they kissed back then, but we're getting a whole 45-minute children's cartoon focused on a lesbian relationship. It's unprecedented. Like, Steven Universe and She-Ra have done so much for lesbian rep the past couple of years in the cartoon industry. I hope Men Loving Men gets similar treatment soon. I think Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts, another great show that you have to tab out and go watch now. Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts is probably still the only show I've watched with a gay male protagonist. I think Voltron has a bunch, but I've heard bad things about that show, so I'm not really interested in watching it. More than anything, I guess that discrepancy is probably a testament to the lack of women in executive positions. Because I feel like the male executives, the straight male executives, are probably more accepting of women loving women than they are of men loving men. I hope that changes soon. There seems to be a problem with leaf decay. These aren't disappearing. It's a bit annoying. Hopefully it'll fix itself when we update again. Leaf decay is something that didn't get figured out for quite a long time into the game's development. I keep a flint and steel here in this chest by the tree farm in my base for the express purpose of burning down the leaves when they don't decay properly. It's very satisfying. Fire burns much faster in alpha than it does in later versions. And it doesn't stop either. It just burns and burns until everything's gone, which is perfect for this purpose. And the reason I made this whole courtyard out of stone as well. And there we go. Sorry for rambling on a bit there. I'm trying to get into the habit of talking about things other than just, describing my immediate surroundings. Anyway, the roof is done. There we go. As you can see. You already saw this in the creative world, but it's still cool to see in survival. I think it all looks a lot bigger and more imposing in survival. We'll get a good shot on it here. So next episode I think we'll probably finally finish this thing, get our first exhibits in, but we still need to fill in the whole floor obviously, and terraform the area around it, and add to the second layer as well, like the second floor. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this has come out. So yes, next time I think we're going to do some exploring, because it's not just the biomes that have changed, there's actually a completely new world generator in this version, and we might be able to find some funky broken terrain if we go and search for the border. We'll also finish the museum, like I already said. I'll probably work on the Nether between episodes to make it safe, because right now every time I cross the Nether I get shot at by ghasts. But yeah, until then, I hope you stick around, and farewell for now. What? Well, that was underwhelming.